Welcome to St. Louis and Busch Stadium, home of the Cardinals since 2006. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. First pitch coming your way next. Just a little bit away from first pitch. And towing the slab in this one, Andre Palante. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA. And you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out. And not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
So up next, Geraldo Perdomo. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1. Righty delivers. In the air, left field. That one gets down for a hit. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff for base hit.
Ketel Marte up to the plate. Good power, not great in the OBP department. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
1 on, nobody out, a run in here in the second game of the series. Next pitch is downstairs.
1-1.
Runner takes off. Hard ground ball, base now. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. The throw into third, and they are rolling. Runners at the corner, still nobody out. And now it's Josh Naylor.
He's done a great job making contact recently, working on a 5-game hitting streak.
First pitch misses. Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first?
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to jump on him even more.
That misses the zone, and now 2-0. And another ball.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on.
This one high in the air to left center. He's got it. Runner tags for home. He scores on the sac fly, and they lead by 2.
Well, he's always capable of losing one over the fence. He might have just missed it right there, but a good job to drive in that run from third.
Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. Suarez goes 5 feet 11 inches, 215 pounds, and he was born in Venezuela. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And this is inside. 2 runs across in the inning, and we're just getting started here in the top of the first. Next offering is downstairs.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory.
Arenado tossed to second, and that's 2. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Diamondbacks 2 and the Cardinals coming up. Back here in St. Louis, and our pitcher in this game, Jose Alvarado.
Last time out, wasn't able to get out of the second inning, really put a lot of pressure on the bullpen, but the offense picked him up. I'm looking for him to hit the reset button and get after it in this one.
At the plate, Mason Wynn.
For St. Louis, the shortstop, Mason Wynn.
Here comes a pitch. Right through there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
And now the lefty. And that one clips the corner. Not even close there. And the count 1-2. High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul. And a pitch. Swings through it for the K. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner. When with 2 strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Brendan Donovan stands in now and watches strike 1. Alvarado, he isn't really known as a starting pitcher that's going to get you deep into the start. It's not that he's not capable, he just hasn't proven that he can do it yet. Good eye in that spot.
He's got such great stuff. You just don't know from start to start whether it's a potential no-hitter or it's a guy that's only going to give you 3 or 4 innings.
Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
But for the most part, with that kind of stuff, you expect him to get to the middle of the ball game.
And another ball. What does she need to do in order to get deeper into the game?
Well, I'd say it's command of the secondary pitches, because when you're talking about turning over the order a second and third time and guys are getting looks, you've got to be able to put a wrinkle on something, change speeds, and locate it enough so that they offer at it.
Goes down looking.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
2 out, space is empty. And a good eye there.
Ultimately, you want them to swing and chase a pitch that teases the zone and ends outside the zone. But so far, he hasn't been able to do that consistently.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit.
Perfect example right there. A hitter who hits the ball on the outside part of the plate the other way has to trust his hands and let the ball travel a little bit deeper.
Here's Nolan Gorman. In there at the knees. 0-1. Contreras leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day.
Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3. The Cards leave 1. They trail it here 2-0. Back here in St. Louis, now it's the DH, Pavin Smith.
Pavin Smith.
Palante back to work. In the air to left center. Donovan gets under it. And there's one away.
Batting second, the catcher,
Adrian Del Castillo, the next to hit. That clips the inside corner for a strike. And a foul ball. And that one is inside.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and there's two down. Two outs, base is empty. Next to hit for Arizona, Gabriel Moreno. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Two outs. That's down and in. A slider missed.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
On the ground to third. Arenado to first in time, and that is the inning. Nothing doing for Arizona as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Bottom of the second. Now it's the right fielder, Lars Nootbaar. And a pitch. And there's a foul ball. Next offering is in for a strike. Gary Simmons, our plate umpire today, sort of has a reputation as a pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, a little bit of a wider zone than most, I'd say. And a wide zone can be tough to deal with as a hitter because you have to start covering both sides, and with the stuff pitchers have today, you're just not going to have a lot of success. Well, he's really dialed in, and this offense is going to have to do something to try to break that rhythm. Maybe it's square around the bunt, step out of the box, agitate him a little bit, do something that just changes what's happening right now, because at this pace it's going to be a long game, so you got to figure it out quickly.
Now it's going to be Luken Baker. Swings through that one for strike one.
0-1.
The Diamondbacks up by 2, bottom half of inning number 2. That one finds the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Here's Nolan Arenado. First pitch misses.
Counts 1-0.
Two down, nobody on.
Hey.
And another
That's
ball.
inside.
Swing and a miss.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the back. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Batting in, the second baseman.
So 2 down. Here's the second baseman, Thomas Sajazi. There's the strike.
There was a high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
And here it comes. Swing and a foul straight back. Arenado off of first with 2 away. Ball one there.
2 strikes.
That one the other way, and it stays fair. Arenado rounds second on his way to third. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double, second and third now.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
And now here is Jordan Walker. First offering, and it just misses. Second and third, 2 down. Check swing, appeal to first. No, he held up. Two on, 2 outs. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. And he deals. And that one fouled off. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Got him looking. Huge strikeout there.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back here at Busch Stadium, this is Corbin Carroll. He's someone who quickly made a splash at this level, Chris, a former Rookie of the Year. The wind of the pitch. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
Here's a fun fact on Corbin, and I don't know if everyone remembers their first jersey, but Carroll certainly does. He used to rock an Ichiro Suzuki growing up. All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Outside low. Yeah, that's ball 2. That's out to center field. And there's one down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jake.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the Diamondbacks leadoff hitter, Jake McCarthy. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. That catches the outside corner, and it's 0-1. 1 out, bases empty. Foul ball there.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 1 down, base is empty. And that's in the dirt.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
That misses. Counts full, 3-2. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touchdown for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Geraldo Perdomo, and that's in for a strike. And the 0-1. Just missed.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Donovan hauls it in for the out. Out number 2.
Now back, second baseman, Ketel Marte.
Here's Ketel Marte. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Well, strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
That misses. And 1-1. 2 outs. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. Got him swinging. 1 left for the Diamondbacks, but they hold a 2-0 lead. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Now up for St. Louis, Mason Wynn. And a pitch. Just missed.
Ball 1, no strike.
Next offering is down low.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Kicks and deals. That one finds the zone. 2 balls and a strike. Fought off foul. Two down. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That one lifted to left. Moreno under this one. Hauls it in for the out.
The left fielder, number 33.
So digging in, Brendan Donovan. Went down on strikes his first time through. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Pop up here, third base side. Perdomo moving under it. Puts it away for the out.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Contreras.
Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. He might just be the best hitting catcher in the game today.
Well, Boog, he's so valuable, does a good job behind the plate, but offensively, he's a middle-of-the-order type of bat, especially when you talk about catchers, and their number one job is to handle the pitching staff and prevent runs. This guy is able to add runs by producing them.
The pitch.
Ball in.
Maybe a surprise here as the bullpen is already stirring. Eduardo Rodriguez, the veteran southpaw, is getting ready to come on if needed. The Redbirds trailing by 2 here in the last half of the third. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-2. Look out. And it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Jose Alvarado departs. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. They turn things over to the southpaw, Eduardo Rodriguez. He last pitched 4 days ago, so he should feel pretty fresh. Runner at first with 2 away. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Nolan Gorman. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Splits the plate, and that's strike 1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Swing and a miss. 0-2 now. Contreras, the runner at first with 2 gone.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Gorman tries to check his swing. Now look to third. And no swing, says James Kingsley. The pitch. And another ball. That's to third, and it's through for a hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. And now Lars Nootbaar. His first at bat was a strikeout. On the corner for a strike.
If you're going to be a championship type of ball club, you've got to hit with runners in scoring position. And after last night's struggles, I'm sure this team is chomping at the bit to have this kind of opportunity here early in this game.
First and second, 2 down. Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Got him. And that below the inning.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back here in St. Louis, here's Josh Naylor.
The first baseman, number 22.
Naylor, 26 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. That one in there across the letters. That's in there, and that's strike 2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 0-2. That's
1 ball,
inside.
2 strikes.
That one inside. And the count is even, 2-2. Left-hand hitter waits.
I got 3 and 2.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy's just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
Suarez takes a ball as he stands in for the second time.
Well, these Diamondbacks showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
2-0. Right through there for a strike.
Still relatively early, but with a pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
Next is the designated hitter, Pavin Smith. Fly to left his first time. A little bit low.
Ball one. Count 1-0.
Man at first, one away. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's a ball to strike. Righty to the plate. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Well, that's such a critical pitch in terms of execution right there. The pitcher has to finish it. Otherwise, probably gets hit pretty hard. If you leave that out over the plate or you don't get it down enough, quickly turns into something that gets smoked. But if you can place it where he did, it's a really deceptive pitch.
Adrian Del Castillo now at the plate. That one not close. Ball one. Wouldn't chase that time.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
And another ball. And he walked him on 4 pitches.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boo. The last one wasn't even close.
So first and second with 2 outs. Now up next for Arizona, Gabriel Moreno. The D-backs trying to break this one open. Top half of inning number 4. And that one lifted in the air center field. Walker makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Diamondbacks strand a pair. They're up 2-0. Back here in St. Louis, John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Luken Baker. Rodriguez back to work. Slap the other way, foul.
You know, these Cardinals, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Now batting, the third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Walked his first time. Line drive and a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Now back, second baseman.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Thomas Sajazi. In the air, right field. Carroll moving under it. They got it for out number 2.
The center fielder, Jordan Walker.
Digging in, Jordan Walker struck out looking his first time. That one fouled off. Two outs.
1-1.
Falling behind 2-1. Starting to go at the 2-1. Appeal down to first. And he went around. Rule the swing. Two now. In the air, left field. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is the inning. So one left for the Cardinals. They trail things here 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the right fielder, Corbin Carroll. The wide to kick the pitch. Out to center. Walker gets under it. Makes the grab, one down.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
McCarthy in the box again. Takes the strike. Moving to the bullpen for the Cardinals. Zach Thompson, a left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Liberatore also getting ready. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth. Swings through that one for strike two.
0-2 is the count.
And the right-hander deals.
Ball one.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Next offering upstairs. One down, base is empty. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Next to hit for Arizona, Geraldo Perdomo. Pitch misses, and that is ball one. Kicks and fires.
That's outside.
Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
The pitch. That one finds the zone. Now 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
In the air, left side. Donovan pulls that one down.
The batter, second baseman,
An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. 1 for 2. First pitch, and he just misses.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Next offering is in for a strike. McCarthy off of first with 2 away. Next pitch is downstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
At the belt and fires. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 2-2. Ground ball right side. Sajazi tosses to first, and that'll do it. One left for Arizona, but they're on top 2-0. Back here at Busch Stadium, we head to the bottom of the 5th, and now Mason Wynn. The wind and the pitch. This one in the air, center field. McCarthy makes the grab. One pitch and one out.
The left fielder, number 33. Brendan.
And up next for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. The wind of the pitch.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Batted by him for the K. And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers, and then
got him swinging. He chased the changeup, and a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nothing doing there for St. Louis, and they're down 2-0. So a lefty out of the pen, Zach Thompson.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
Here's the cleanup hitter for the Diamondbacks, Josh Naylor.
Number 22, Josh Naylor.
And a pitch. And that's in for a strike. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Now that third base.
Eugenio Suarez up to hit down. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Action in the St. Louis bullpen. John King, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Up the middle. He dives, but can't hang on. That's a base hit. That leaves him without a throw, and he reaches safely. And now the DH, Pavin Smith. There goes the runner. Swing and a miss. Throw is low, and he can't pick it.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put them in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
One out, the runner at second here in the second game of the series. Now 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Man at second. Struck him out swinging. Pulled the string on the changeup.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Here's the catcher, Adrian Del Castillo. He's 0 for 1. Outside low, and it's 1-0. Suarez stands at second with 2 gone. And that's outside.
Not showing great command so far in this at-bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here, or this could get ugly.
The 2-0 is in for a strike. Swings through that.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Man on second, 2 down. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. And we're back. Well, we go bottom 6. Now it's the DH, Nolan Gorman.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
First pitch misses. That one ripped. And now maybe extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Next to hit, Lars Nootbaar, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. That one down the line. Could be extra bases. Around third. He'll score, and they trail by 1. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Ryan Thompson.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now up for St. Louis, Luken Baker. Right through there for a strike. Righty delivers. This one in the air right field. Carroll moves towards it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Nolan Arenado next up for the Cardinals. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
That's in there. Strike one. The Diamondbacks with some movement in the pen. Seth Martinez getting loose out there. The pitch. And now it's even up. Marte throws to first in time, and they get Arenado for the out.
Now back, second baseman.
Now it's the second baseman, Thomas Sajazi. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. And that skips into dirt. With the tying run at third, here in the bottom of the sixth. That catches the corner. And the righty deals. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Right-handed reliever. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Cards on the board with this double. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. Top of inning number 7, and here is Gabriel Moreno.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
Pitch misses, and it's 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Strike one.
2 balls, 1 strike.
On the ground at first. He handles it himself, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Corbin Carroll stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Thompson, in his 2nd season, 26 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2019.
0-1.
Next one in the dirt. And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
So back to the top of the Arizona lineup. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Jake McCarthy. And that's in the dirt. And that's ball 1. Two down, nobody on. Just off the outside edge. Misses inside. And that's ball 3. And there's the automatic. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So all down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is if you are the offensive side of it.
Perdomo stands in now, looks at that one inside. Step off throw to first. McCarthy back in on a dive. Two outs. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Donovan right there to make the grab. And that is that. One left for the Diamondbacks, but they still lead it 2-1. Here in St. Louis, set for the last half of the 7th. Here's the center fielder, Jordan Walker. Thompson back to work. Right side, hard hit. Marte throws to first in time. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Wing in the box now, takes strike 1. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. And fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. Got him. 2 away. Pitching change here, A.J. Puck.
These are the spots where relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Now the number 2 hitter, Brendan Donovan. Outfield playing pretty shallow. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Out to short, Perdomo. Slings it across. Inning over on the ground out. Took just 2 pitches to finish the frame out of the bullpen. And down in order go the Cardinals. And our score remains 2-1. Kyle Leahy into the game.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well, 1-run game, and now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Ketel Marte. 1 for 3. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Right through there for a strike. So here in the 3 spot, Chris, a hitter low average, but high slug.
Well, one thing he's going to lean on are the metrics. His exit velocity has been really good. He's just had some bad luck hitting the ball right at people.
And here it comes. And another ball. Wouldn't chase that time. Right-hander kicks, deals. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
And down on strikes. One gone here. Now up next for Arizona, Josh Naylor. A strikeout and a walk. First pitch just misses.
Count 1-0.
He delivers outside.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Check swing, and he held up. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Man at second with one away. Now the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. And there's the strike. And he deals. Bounced out to short. Win. Over to first. And now 2 gone.
Now batting, designated hitter, Pavin.
And next is the designated hitter, Pavin Smith. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And a strike. Runner at second, 2 down. Here the second game of the series. Way inside, and that hit him.
So, Boog, if you had to take one for the team, where would you want to get hit?
Chris, I think I'd have to say upper hamstring. First and second, 2 down. Now the D-backs catcher, Adrian Del Castillo. And that's in the dirt.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
And the 1-0. Base hit into the outfield. Throw in holds the lead runner at third, so it'll be bases loaded and 2 gone.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
2 outs, bases full. Next to hit for Arizona, Gabriel Moreno. And takes low for ball 1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Line, and that's a base hit. 1 runs in. Now a long throw home. In there, he's safe. And they're up by 3.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Left-hander out of the bullpen, Matthew Liberatore.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Next up for the Diamondbacks, Corbin Carroll. High fly ball out to left field. Donovan sizes this one up. And that is that. So 2 runs in the inning on 3 hits. No errors, but 2 are left stranded. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 4 and the Cardinals 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here is Wilson Contreras. Here comes a pitch. And there's a foul ball.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Moreno on his way over. 1 down.
Now that the designated hitter.
So now here's the Cardinals designated hitter, Nolan Gorman. And first offering is fouled off. The Cards trailing by 3 here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 gone now. Righty reliever out of the pen, Justin Martinez. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Now pitching for the Diamondbacks, number 63, Justin Martinez.
Lars Nootbaar next up for the Cardinals. Lifted in the air down the left side. Moreno under it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. All set to start the 9th in this one. Here's the Diamondbacks leadoff hitter, Jake McCarthy. And a pitch. Just missed. Here's a 1-1. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. And now the lefty.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Swings and misses. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Next to hit, Geraldo Perdomo. A switch hitter batting right. The other way. Dives, but it's off his glove. Base hit.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
1 gone, runner at first. Here's the second baseman, Ketel Marte. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. another ball.
2-0.
The 2-0 is in for a strike.
2-1.
The pitch. Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. Perdomo over at first with one away. Marte started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and he went around, according to Patrick Johnson.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Boo, get back on track. His team needs him.
Naylor in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. And a pitch. Breaking ball inside. 1-1. And that's downstairs and outside. Now snap throw to first. Perdomo gets back easily. On the ground, right side, and that's just foul. 2 outs. 3-2 now.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
Out towards right center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
So they're at the corners now. Now at the plate, Eugenio Suarez. Just missed.
Count 1-0.
The Diamondbacks trying to break this one open here in the top of the 9th. And that one fouled off. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. And they'll do it again. One and 2 now. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Two on, 2 outs. And there's a ball. Just misses with that one.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
And there's ball 4. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Oh, this is their chance to break it open. If they don't end up winning this ball game, they're going to look back at this opportunity right here and have some regret.
Smith in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Left-hand batter waits. Foul ball there. Bases loaded. 2 down. Swing and a miss, and that is that. They leave them loaded. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the 9th. It's the Diamondbacks 4 and the Cardinals 1. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Kevin Ginkel.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
The first baseman.
So digging in, Luken Baker. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. The pitch. That one pushed foul. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. McCarthy trying to get there. He's got it. And a quick out, number 1.
The third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
He's 2 outs away. Here's the third baseman, Nolan Arenado. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
This guy plays third base like he's a shortstop, and he welcomes the difficult play, can throw from so many different angles, and makes really tough plays look very easy.
The D-backs leading by 3 here in the last half of inning number 9. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. 1 out left for the Cardinals. Now it's the second baseman, Thomas Sajazi. And it's fouled away. So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Boog, one of the things I think about immediately.
Swing and a pop-up. Marte should have it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Diamondbacks claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
This team has won the series with the win in this game today, so you got your eye on a sweep. It's not going to be easy to do. When you're on the road, home team is always fighting to keep themselves alive. So got to come out, execute, play really good baseball tomorrow to complete this sweep.
4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
The final line score for the ballgame tonight. First for the victorious Diamondbacks. 4 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 12 runners on base. For St. Louis, 1 run on 6 hits. No errors. They left 7 runners on base. Time of the ballgame, 2 hours and 56 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.